This is, or at least should be, a very important day, not only to the people in our country, but to all thinking people around the world. Just about 16 hours ago, a ceasefire agreement went into effect in a small country halfway around the world from us, a small country in which our own nation has been involved in the longest war in its history, a war which has cost our nation alone more than 50,000 killed, many times more than that wounded, some of them disabled for life, more than $100 billion expended, a tremendous amount of destruction of equipment, to say nothing of the cancerous internal strife which that war has stirred up among the citizenry of our nation, and what to many has been a serious and even tragic and irretrievable loss of self-respect and prestige among nations, and which in turn has fostered resentment and hatred toward our nation by many of our own people and by peoples and nations of the world. I realize that these are very strong statements to be making, and perhaps they suggest erroneously to some that this is my opinion or belief that all of the evils and all of the wrongs of this war which has just ended originated in and emanated from Washington, D.C., and I say to you, far from it. This is neither my point nor my position, because I believe there's at least two sides to every story, and the story of the Vietnam War is no exception. But I will say very candidly that as a nation, we are long overdue for some serious soul-searching to find out what it is that ails us as a nation and as a society, to do something about straightening ourselves out, to stop deceiving ourselves about how great and how self-sufficient we are. Now, we can believe this, and I hope you do, that 208 signatures on 52 pieces of paper signed in Paris yesterday are not going to straighten out us or anyone else in this world, nor will the massive rehabilitation aid straighten out us or anyone else, aid which is anticipated to begin flowing to that land which we have been a part in destroying. For the most part, the shooting has stopped, and I say with the deepest of gratitude and humility, thank God. But in some ways, that really is only a very small amount of progress, because obviously the potential is there for another conflagration to break out, for renewed hostilities. And it is this that must be defused, and it is this that won't be easy. Hatred and resentment have a way of running very hard and very deep. Someone has to do something positive. Someone has to take the initiative to reduce, if not to eliminate entirely, the possibility of future outbreaks in Vietnam and elsewhere in our world. Now, without question, our nation played a major role in the war which just ended, and without question, our nation must play a major role if there is to be any peace for the future.